Hi, Mark Yedeka-Paulson here from Collaboration for Impact. I'm the practice lead for Deep Collaboration, and we work with First Nations and other Australians in collaborating together. I'm really pleased to share with you these 5 scenarios that we've developed for the Voice to Parliament referendum based on what the results might be. So these scenarios are designed to help us discuss and prepare and navigate what might happen in the conditions based on the results. And so we'll be sharing with you 1 scenario per day this week as a way to generate the discussion in the final moments of the campaigning. So we trust that these will help you to prepare yourselves to navigate based on the results and prepare yourselves to think through the possibilities and opportunities to continue to work together. So just a quick recap on the 5 scenarios. The first scenario is called stabilizing the base, and this is based on a high no vote. The second scenario is called changing the game, and that's based on a high yes vote. The third scenario is called just over the line, and that's based on a low or marginal yes vote. The fourth scenario is called narrow escape, and that's based on a low or marginal no vote. And the fifth and final scenario is called mixed message. And that's where you can have a majority of votes in the first majority, which is all the population, but then you will have states locked at 3 and 3, which constitutes not a majority. So you will have a result of victory for the no campaign, but then you'll also have people saying, but we got a majority across all of Australia. So that's why it's called mixed message. So let's have a look at each one of these scenarios now, and we'll have a look at the scenario for today. Our fourth scenario is called narrow escape. And this is based on a marginal or low no, and it's a victory for the no campaign, but it's also the reality of a divided electorate. So while there will be just enough Australians voting in the no to say we don't want this to go forward and we're pleased that we've just escaped this proposition, there'll be also a large number of Australians feeling that loss. So now let's take a look at what this means from a collaboration point of view. The fourth scenario is called narrow escape. And what narrow escape is a victory for the no campaign. It's a marginal no vote. And again, like the previous one, it means that there will be a divided electorate, or a split electorate, it's sometimes referred to. So there'll be recognition that enough Australians have been able to just vote and make the right call to tip the scales towards the no vote. And there's an acceptance then of this messaging that, yes, this messaging is right, and so let's build our policy platform based on this messaging. So the matter of First Nations constitutional recognition, that it's all going to be put on hold. It's like, no, we're not doing that proposal. And, the no campaign will have to figure out the extent to which they want to say, yeah, recognition is okay, but no voice. They're going to have to work that out as they move forward based on this scenario. And the proposed changes that are being put forward now, that will be clearly stated as no, Australia has voted and we voted no. So it's an acceptance of the current arrangements that are in place, and it will need to then explore, so what alternatives can we put in place between the interface between First Peoples and the Australian Parliament. A major challenge for this scenario is the reality of the split electorate, meaning that large numbers of Australians will be feeling the loss. Large numbers of Australians who had thought, oh, there is a chance in this, will be saying, now what do we do? And with just over half, or the margin just being a little bit more into the no campaign, they'll be saying, yes, well, it's been voted on and it's been decided. So the victorious campaign will need to engage and bring along those who are feeling the loss in order to ensure that arrangements going forward will include their interests. So again, like the previous scenario, these collaboration considerations will be kind of top of mind. How will people feel like their interests and loyalties and concerns are being treated? Are they being treated fairly going forward, or are they now squashed and say, no, Australia's voted and you've lost? How will the narrow win impact the social and political conditions for collaboration? Will there be a willingness to continue to sit in the same room and explore, now what do we do together? And this collaboration effort will be there on how do we reset and reconvene and explore our next steps. So we hope that you'll be able to go through these reflection questions as with the other scenarios and start to reflect, what will this scenario look like? What will it mean for our context? What will it mean for our work going forward? How will we navigate if narrow escape is the actual result of the referendum coming up? So we hope that this helps you to think that through and to prepare yourselves to navigate on the other side of this referendum.